Hey guys, so I thought I would do a little bit of like a sharpening video of how I sharpen the saws. So, usually what I'll start out with doing is start out with one tooth, just use a file, no file guide. And I marked one tooth with a Sharpie, just to make sure that, I keep my place. And I know where to stop. Then I just follow my line if there is a line. And if there isn't a line, usually what I'll do is I'll go back to the very corner right here. And I'll draw a line upwards in a diagonal line. And that usually will be about right for what you actually need. So, this would be like that. Basically what you're looking for is making the tooth go all the way back and still having a cutter. So, if you go right back to the point, that's how big the tooth would be. That's small. However, the line is right there, and they don't want you going anywhere past that, but I have. You start ripping off teeth at that point. But I just go at it. Now that line is actually throwing me off that I just drew on there because it isn't exactly the angle. It's close, but it's not exact. I'm doing that to get the little bits of metal out of the file. It's a good idea to do that. Thanks, Pepper. Now, my opinion on file guides. You can use them. They don't give you that good of a sharpen, though. What file guides do, in my opinion, is they lift up your file more than you need to be. They do basically that when you actually need to be down farther. They will get you sharp, but they won't get you sharp. What's the word I'm looking for here? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Won't get you as sharp as like factory or as what I'm doing, I guess you could call that. Now I'm going to see if I can't get you down exit tooth. I don't know if I can. have to take it out of the tripod, I think. Hang on. Okay. The tooth I'm looking at? Yes, it is. See if we can't get you underneath. I haven't even looked at it. Okay, so there's a hook right here. That needs to go away. That's too much. It's sharp, but there is too much tooth there. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? I'll show it to you when I'm done with it here. The top plate, there's too much there. Is what I mean by that. I'm looking for that burr coming up. We'll kind of roll this way. And you can twist the file if you want. I do it sometimes, I don't do it all the time. But you don't have to reef very hard, and usually what I'll do with the burr, just kind of push it, and then kind of, you know, take it off. And that's a sharp tooth. Look underneath. Yep, it's good. That's about how I like it. Get you in there. Of course, tripod's in my way. Yep, that's about right. This camera is making it look way more exaggerated of a beak than there really is, but it's alright. So this is on the Husqvarna 55. I'll show it to you in a second. Let me get the screw back into the camera mount. Sorry for all the moving around. See, 55 Rancher. Next video, I will actually take this out and run it. So, you know, look for that video. Now, I just usually flip around to the other side, like this on the bench. This is basically just how I file my chain and how I get saws sharp. I do have a grinder. I don't really use it very much, just because I enjoy doing filing more than grinding. And depending on what chain you have, I don't really know. You can do it faster on the grinder, but I still like doing it on file. And it does take a long time to build up enough confidence and skill to actually do it by hand, and you'll get it. Just gotta keep at it. And, you know, file guides they'll get you started. But in my opinion, file guide is kind of like training wheels on a bike. They're meant to come off eventually. So, you know. Pretty much, as long as you keep your rakers level with each other and use, you know, flat file and your raker gauge, and just basically, you know, put it on there, file down your raker until it don't hit no more. Is there. And these rakers are weird. They're just flat plates instead of little nubs that stick up. That's kind of weird. But as long as you get your raker filed down even with this every time that you do a sharpening, it doesn't matter how many strokes you do, you're still going to have a sharp saw that'll cut good. And if your angle is right. Those are the things that matter the most. Raker gauge, angle, and how your tooth is formed. My opinion. Alright, so I'm done with the chain. This was already a sharp chain to begin with, apparently. It was in my unsharp pile, but apparently I sharpened it and put it back in the not sharp pile. But that is my profile. Pointy, sharp. You get the point. Look at the funny rakers on this. They're flat. They're flat rakers. And who is this chain made by? Can't quite see that. Oh, it says Husqvarna on it. This is actually a Husqvarna chain. I wonder if that's actually original to this bar. Original to this Husqvarna 55 Rancher. Curious. But the normal rakers I'm used to seeing are, you know, like this. And, you know, tooth profile and everything. That's what I'm used to looking at. So guys, go ahead and I'm going to end the video right here. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell notification icon. Treat people how you want to be treated. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.